This is Chris Kelly with our first yearly edition of the Spotter. All right, it's January. We want to work our stomachs. This is the first stop that I always get in working with your clients. So I'm going to give you the most effective core exercise that you will ever do, and actually the first one that you will ever do. Okay, and this exercise is called a hollow hold. A lot of people are familiar with a plank, and we say, you should be able to hold the plank for 30 seconds before you're doing these harder core variations. But the hollow hold I like because in this position, we don't have to fight gravity with our elbows, right? This is the hardest thing you'll ever do if you do it correctly. So I want you to practice this. You're going to bring 2 feet off the ground, right? Back is flat against the ground. And the prerequisites for this is the back stays pressed into the ground, right? Now I just want you to think about taking a deep breath in through your belly. Fill your belly with air. And then blow out while tightening your butt abs. Now if you can do this with your knees bent, our next step is straighten the legs out. Alright, you'll notice that this is going to make it a lot harder. Right now, if you can still do this, we're going to lower our legs to the ground as far as you can. Well, again, try to keep that back press actively into the ground. Right? If this is still something that you can manage, our last step is to extend your arms. So our arms and legs are literally about 1 inch off the ground. Right? You'll notice that as I talk, I'm shaking because this is what we call a globally flexed position, or the hardest position for your abs to maintain. The back press into the ground, right? So your challenge for this week is to build up to 1 minute of a hollow hold, all right? And that means that you can hold here, here, or here with your back press into the ground. And try to progress through levels. Focus on maybe 2 to 3 minutes of a hollow hold per day, space throughout the day, and that's what, while doing the breathing and blowing, and that's going to flatten the muscle that wraps around our belly like a weight belt to flatten our stomach, all right? So that's exercise 1, our hollow hold in our yearly series on how to build your stomach.